Andrew here for ABELI Reviews. Today we are going to unbox the Garmin inReach Mini2. So this is kind of interesting. We actually obviously hike with cell phones, and we usually have a local map of the area. But one thing we always sort of run into is the cell service, and a lot of the areas isn't always really great. Sometimes we'll go really deep. And just recently, we'll probably have that video posted by the time this one's live, is we actually experienced a landslide and then had sort of a flat tire. It was quite a day. Got to learn how to do and deal with a lot of things. But we'd also sort of contemplated moving forward and continuing into the mountain, and that could have really maybe, caused some issues for us. So this little device here is a GPS locator, as well as it gives you a GPS map, and then it also has the ability to call, and if you use an additional service, pay for an SOS safety group. So basically they will come get you, or they will at least contact the different groups if something were to happen. Hopefully you never have to use those types of things, but because we do sort of live out in an area that's more remote and accidents do happen, you would hate to not be with something, and this seemed like a nice small thing we can just pack with us, have that peace of mind. You can even share your location with friends and family. You can download maps. It works as long as there's a GPS signal, which there is, as long as you have sky above you. So as long as we're not going into any caves, we should be okay. So let's start unboxing this and let's go through it. We will be doing several other videos about how the service works that you can pay for. It's my understanding there is sort of two things we want. One is just the standard service that sort of Garmin offers that allows you to sort of message people. I don't think this makes phone calls. It's just for messaging, but that's fine. Text messaging is more than enough, and you also get a few free options. And then you can pay for that additional service as well. That's through another group. We'll do reviews on all that. But overall, let's see here first. So this is the compact satellite communicator with GPS. It's the inReach Mini2, as I referenced. It kind of came in two colors, a all black with the red SOS button, and then sort of an all black with a red accent. I went with the all black just because it's nice and simple. I would have preferred like a cool bright yellow, but that's just because I'm a fan of Jurassic Park in all the series, and I think the GPS phone they use in one of those movies is yellow. So nothing important there, just a little anecdote about me. But I really do like the packaging. Nice sort of compact, not really wasting a lot of space. They really kind of reference a lot of like the strong materials kind of just on the sides. It gets side profile, so that's really cool. The box is almost like a window inside there. And then we just have some warning features. It requires not activated. It's basically, don't go buy one of these things and then just head off into the woods. You obviously have to activate your phone. I don't think it's like a cell phone where even without a cell phone plan, you can still usually call 911 as long as there is a SIM card in the phone. This is probably a little bit different. But it kind of comes right out. Looks like it just sits right in there. And that is a really great size. I will say there's a little bit more weight to it than I expected, but not much. So you have the very small form factor, the antenna that is fixed, it doesn't fold down. Little fabric loop on the back, so you can sort of hook this on something if you wanted. Here is our SOS button. Oh yeah, so this guy is completely covered. I don't think you can press it without first taking this portion off and then pressing that SOS button. So that's nice. Looks like we've got a back button on the side here, an OK. On the top is power, and then you have some directional arrows. So kind of looking at it from here, power button on top, an OK button probably for when you're navigating the interface, a back button, so if you go to a wrong spot in the interface, and then on the opposite side is your directionals to probably go between messages. So I'll be curious how you actually send messages. The way that I've always understood these devices, either A, they're a phone and you make a phone call, or they have some sort of display and you type it out. My suspicion, and I think from what we were looking at when I spent quite a bit of time looking at these, is this one almost works like a GPS hotspot. So you use your phone or your cell phone to actually sort of send messages, and like through an app, through Garmin, and it sort of connects to this device, either through Bluetooth or some other thing. The alternative is probably there is some series of displays on here that allow you to use it. It might even be touch. So maybe that's how you type out all your stuff. So more to come on that. Overall though, the peace of mind and just the idea that this thing is sort of there, it lasts several days. So even when we go on our longer trips, we are set. Let's see what else is in here. So far, very happy with the packaging. I like that they don't really waste any space. Oh, nice. Got a little, I think these are called carabiners. So I would guess that probably hooks here on the back, and then you can kind of clip it on something. So we'll definitely do that with our backpacks. One of the other things, I think we say this in a lot of our videos, is it is USB-C. Now, I don't actually see where you charge this guy. Maybe it's down here. You know, you just cut your fingernails and then everybody needs you to open stuff. So let's see, I'll use the scissors. Yep, okay. So I think this thing is quite water resistant. We'll follow up on that. But yeah, so right below the directional ports is a USB-C port, which is great. I really do appreciate that more and more organizations and companies are using USB-C, so we only have to have 1 or 2 cables and not pack all 17 cables that we used to a few years ago. So big supporter of that. Instruction manual, we'll probably spend a little bit of time looking through that thing, and then the important safety information. And that concludes the box. So no muss, no fuss, all those sorts of things. No mess, no fuss, I guess. But yeah, and then the cord. So it looks like the way this works, let's open this guy, is you have USB-C for the connector to the actual device itself, and then a USB type A, that duckbill version that only goes in one way, and it's always the opposite way you first put it in. That probably goes into your computer to charge it, your computer to download more maps, or the power brick that you probably have lying around for all your other devices. Hopefully one day it's all just universal. Everything uses USB-C. But yeah, pretty cool thing. I like the size. For reference, like my hand's not too small, not too big, fits quite nicely in there. These are nice full scissors, still smaller than that. Overall, just a really great product. Yep, so you can send SOS, you can cancel SOS, all the fun things. It's even got that on the back, so if you ever forget what SOS does, that's for emergencies. But yes, if you have any questions or you like this kind of content or you want to see more, just leave a comment, a like, any of those fun things. This isn't your first time on YouTube. I'm sure you'll figure it out. All right, thanks, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.